What in the world? Let's try that again, everybody. Take two. I am your pal Hal, and it is Tuesday, January 4th, 2022. It seems like just a few days ago it was 2021. Oh, yeah, because it was. Happy New Year. And here's a question for you. How long after the new year, pardon me while I pick a fuzzy off of my sweatshirt, how long after the new year is it okay to keep saying Happy New Year? Like, can I still say that next week? Can I say it 2 weeks from now? When do we stop this madness? How long can you keep saying it? So I want to know what's okay with what do you say about that? I that is an interesting conundrum. I don't want to get caught with my pants down when it comes to the New Year's. You know what I mean? I I don't want to say to someone Happy New Year and then get shamed because it's no longer the new year. So I would like to. I got. Maybe we'll talk a little bit more about that. How's your new year so far? Has it gone off the rails? Has it? Is it everything you've hoped for? Have you already broken your resolutions? Did you make resolutions? Are you resolved to to never create a New Year's resolution? Uh, Rob Schaefer chimes in. Hi, Hal. The proper amount of time is 1 week at most. Any longer than 7 days is awkward. Okay. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Rob Schaefer. Rob Schaefer, thing about Rob Schaefer, he's a pal, he's a pop culture enthusiast, but also professionally. If you ever find yourself in Omaha, Nebraska, and let's say you get wrongfully convicted of murder. What a nightmare. Well, Rob Schaefer can turn that nightmare into a sweet dream of acquittal because he is the finest attorney in Omaha or in just about anywhere, you know? So do yourself a favor if you find yourself in need of counsel in Omaha, Nebraska. Contact Rob Schaefer, attorney at law. There we go. There we go. Hey, producer Travis, come on in here for a sec.
Yellow.
Oh, there we go. We've got multiple. Was having an issue with the chat there because we got multiple chats created, and I don't know which one is. Do you see that there?
Yeah, the one that I'm rocking on right now is the second one down. It's got one. We got one live listener. Skill Killer the Rapper is back in the room.
There we go. There we go. Very good. Thank you, Travis.
You got it.
So Travis, Rob Schaefer says 7 days, 1 week is the proper amount of time to that you can still tell someone Happy New Year and not sound like a complete and total jackass. What do you say about that?
Yeah, that's fair. That sounds exactly right. Leave it to an attorney to know the guidelines.
Oh yeah, he will convict you of awkwardness. He will he will send the jury to deliberation and coming back with a guilty verdict on you are awkward. And it wouldn't be the first time I've been convicted of awkwardness. I was convicted of awkwardness most days. I mean, nowadays it's pretty regular. In high school, very regular. Folks, thank you for joining the Your Pal Hal show here. We are going to be on a journey today of news, pop culture. We're going to goof around a bit. And you know what? We might just have a little bit of fun. That's right. I feel like I'm looking a little pale today. I'm going to play with the color modulation after the show. So tomorrow I can, you know what? maybe I should start using filters like fake tan filter or something. Yeah, I might start looking into yeah, just because I feel like I'm blending into the wallpaper here a little bit. But that would be cool if I was like a chameleon and then like like Mystique or who's a yeah, like Mystique's very good at it, but who's the guy Nightcrawler.
I was gonna say Rango, but that's
Rango. Oh yeah, Rango. Rango's the gecko, voiced by Johnny Depp, right?
yes, correct.
Yes. Uh, Today on our show, we're like I said, we're going to be going through news, pop culture, a lot of goofs, a lot of gags, and I appreciate having you here along the way. And while we are here, I would love for you to participate in the show. And you can do that by getting your smart device's attention using the magic word say, and then putting in whatever you want after that. So, smart device, say, I say Happy New Year all year long. That would be weird. Smart device, say, I say Happy New Year only on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, and then cease and desist. Or also, you can communicate with us by going to YouTube and chit chatting with us there. Also, feel free to go to backchannel.tv to give us any thoughts you have about the show. So you can go there and say, "Huh, I think Hal looks. I agree. He's blending into the wallpaper. He needs filters." Or say whatever you like. There you go. And helping us along the way, lighting our way on this journey into the wonderful world of live streaming is, you met him earlier, producer Travis. Producer Travis,
Hello.
what's happening, my friend?
Not much, just kind of doing that triple check, making sure everything is running the way it should be.
Yeah,
We're good.
yeah. Right at the top of the show, we went ass over tea kettle. What happened?
Two
Did you
consecutive
kick the
days.
plug out of the wall?
No, we were there. We were good. We were live. I dotted my T's and crossed my I's, and
Oh, that might be the problem.
now that you mention it,
Yeah. Travis,
yeah.
what have you been up to in the past 24 hours? Give us the full rundown.
Ooh, not much of anything. Good lord, I have
Mm.
just been hanging out, having a fine time. Odds and ends. Odds and ends. It's the new year. It's time to start collecting your invoices, everybody. I was reminded of that Simpsons episode where everybody in Springfield celebrates New Year's Eve, turning into the next year. And Ned Flanders wakes up and goes, well, time to get to jump on those taxes.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
Ned Flanders for you. Do you have a favorite Simpsons character, Travis?
God, that's so difficult. Oh, no. It's they're one-offs from the
Mm-hmm.
same season within episodes of each other. I think this was a wonderful season for one-off characters. Hank Scorpio and Frank Grimes. Really
Yes.
hard to beat those in terms of the impact they had on the world in one episode.
Very nice. Very nice. Uh, uh, Off the top of my head, I might go Grandpa Abe.
Yeah.
He has so many one-liners that are just bangers, you
Yeah.
know? Uh, but
If I,
yeah.
if I had to go main cast, I'd be basic, but it's Homer. Homer's so
I mean,
funny.
the entire main cast is iconic.
Yeah, absolutely, and continues to be even into their old age where they don't age.
Yes, they're old, ageless age. So, yeah, like I said, today we're going to be on a journey talking about what's trending, news, pop culture. Let's get to it. Let's jump into the Twitter sphere, into the Twitterverse, into trending topics. Let's go to the Twitter website. You know, some people love the Twitter website. Some people hate it. Some people say it's a cesspool. Some people say it is a very necessary tool. I think it can be whatever you want it to be. What does your echoverse look like? You know, your echosphere, your Twitter sphere. all that good stuff. All right, so we got a couple of trending topics, just some goofs and gags that we're going to talk about today. Oh, this is yeah. Let's start off with some silly, yeah, just some silly goodness, some goofiness, and uh, right now Elmo, and the oatmeal raisin cookie. Elmo, that sounds like a children's story. Elmo and the oatmeal raisin cookie. So, someone was reminded of this. I don't know if this was like an episode of Sesame Street. I don't know what this was, but Elmo was trending, and yeah, I guess it was I guess it probably would be an episode of Sesame Street, and where Elmo is uh they're doling out cookies, and Elmo wanted the oatmeal cookie, and the his little orange friend, who I don't know who the hell that is, his orange friend in a tutu is, oh, Zoe. Great. Thank you, Travis. One of the that's a real B-side as far as like Sesame Street characters go. Like yeah, Zoe is not in my top 10. I didn't even hey, I was today years old when I learned that Zoe was a Sesame Street character there, pal. So Elmo's talking to Zoe here, and he's like, "Yeah, I want that oatmeal cookie." And Zoe's like, sorry, The Rock. This little, if you got visual, if you got picture here, there's a little stone, a rock on the table, and Zoe's like, sorry, The Rock wants that Elmo. It wants that oatmeal cookie, and Elmo goes ham on Zoe. Elmo's like, are you freaking kidding me? That rock is not even a sentient thing. Rocks can't eat. A rock is not even alive. Can you scroll down to get the transcript of this? Someone on this thread wrote it out. Oh, yeah. If you wouldn't mind going back to the Elmo thread here.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can figure this out here. Let's see.
Elmo oatmeal, and Elmo makes a great damn point. Like, excuse me, like you, the a rock can't eat a cookie. Zoe, like Zoe is in the wrong here. I uh I'm team Elmo all the way, and Zoe is just being hurtful at this point. Uh, like, and if you watch the clip, Elmo gets a little unhinged, and you cannot blame him or it. Is Elmo a him? Yeah, Elmo's a him. Elmo's a. Uh, I think Elmo's gendered. Yeah, but Elmo has every right. Like Elmo should just knock the rock off the table, take the cookie, and Elmo eat cookie. And then Cookie Monster needs to come in and say, how come Cookie Monster was not invited to this cookie party? And then Cookie Monster should slap the crap out of both of them. You know what I'm saying? So, what was that?
That was me
What?
laughing. From what I can gather, this is a through line through the episode where Zoe's friend, one of her best friends, is this rock, and she keeps bringing the rock around to all the activities for the day. And Elmo is like, as you said, not having it, and the cookie is sort of the zenith. And a quote that I heard is, "It's Elmo says it's just a rock, dummy. Rock doesn't know the difference."
Yes.
Because he wants the oatmeal cookie, and as you said, Zoe says, but the Rock wants the oatmeal cookie, not Dwayne Johnson, but
No.
this actual stone.
No, Zoe. Uh, I I'm just gonna I'm gonna scroll here. I've got this up. Uh, some someone had wrote out the actual transcript of
Okay,
what
I
they
haven't been
said.
able to find
But
that.
can we
Please.
play this and just comment over it?
I don't have the audio, but
Oh, the audio from Twitter won't play.
Yeah, that and HBO will come for us.
Gotcha. Uh, even if we're doing like hard news commentary
I believe so.
about this breaking Elmo story.
Yeah, you got to have that like footage provided courtesy of blah 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 blah. Blah. There's a whole email exchange that has to happen.
Gotcha. Well, and let me at Travis.
Uh huh.
How come? How come Cookie Monster is not invited to this party?
I you know that's a really good idea, or I mean, it's a really good point. I feel like Cookie Monster would have absolutely lost his mind. Like someone would have, probably for the best. I think someone would have gotten violent.
Well, Cookie Monster has one. Oh, if it, yeah, Rob Schaefer says you can play the audio if you talk about it. It's fair use.
Let me see if I can.
Thank you, Rob Schaefer, attorney at law.
Let me work on this real quick.
You know what? All right. Travis is going to work on it. I listen. I think this whole party would have been better if Cookie Monster was there, and then let's get the count in there, counting how many actual sentient creatures are sentient creatures. They're puppets, but how many sentient Muppet puppet Sesame Street characters there are, and then how many cookies, and the Rock does not get a cookie. I mean, Dwayne the Rock Johnson gets a cookie, especially on his cheat day. Becky joined the stream. Jennifer, good to see you folks. Thanks for being here. Your Pal Hal show live on Backchannel. We're talking about hard news. You know what? We're not afraid. We're not afraid to hit the tough topics. Today, Elmo and the oatmeal cookie incident. Also, oatmeal, underrated, overrated, properly rated. Which is it? Because it seems like oatmeal is like a distant second, third, fourth behind so many other cookies. Like first up, it's chocolate chip, right? You got to go chocolate chip as the goat when it comes to cookies. And then you got like fancy, like weird flavors like sugar cookies. You got snickerdoodles, which is like a caramel drizzled sugar cookie, right? I always confused snickerdoodles with Snickers candy bars. That's a problem area for me. Not gonna lie. Stacy in
Really?
the house. Oh, Travis is back. What's up, Travis?
I think we've got the clip. We got the clip queued. I just gotta. You will hear yourself for a little bit. We're still working on getting that, so it's not the case. But also, Snickers and the Snickerdoodles, really?
Yeah, I got those confused a little bit.
Huh.
Yeah, because it has the. You know why, Travis?
Why?
Because it's got Snicker in the name. Snickerdoodle.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right, I've got this queued up. We can play this and then discuss.
Fire it up! All right. So let's play it. All right. So this is the cookie incident between Elmo and Zoe. Oh, no visual though? There you go, Travis. Thank you, sir. Okay.
That's Elmo's favorite. Oh, Gabby, can
Elmo wants that cookie.
please?
Oh, gee, Elmo, that was my last one.
Oh, that's
Okay, she's like, sorry.
This one. No.
You're SOL, Elmo.
Rocco says that he wants the oatmeal raisin cookie. Rocco? Rocco's a rock, Zoe. Rocco won't know the difference. Yes, he will. You can't have that cookie, Elmo. Rocco wants to eat it. How? How is Rocco going to eat that cookie, Zoe? Tell
How?
him now. Rocco doesn't even have a mouth. Rocco's just a rock. Rocco's not alive.
There you go. There you go. Elmo giving it to Zoe. All right. We can switch out of that. Out of the echo chamber. Thank you, Travis.
You got it.
Nicely done there. So here's the thing. Oh, Stacy and Tracy, what is up? So Zoe's friend, The Rock, yeah, incapable of eating a cookie.
Not even
That's like
alive.
if I tried to feed my remote control some delicious Mariani almonds. This remote control cannot eat Mariani almonds. Getting a little legal lesson here from Rob Schaefer. Examples of fair use in U.S. copyright law include commentary, criticism, parody. Fair use provides the legal citation or incorporation of copyrighted material in another author's work. There you go. Thank you, Rob. Rob Schaefer, Esquire. Zoe, so again, Zoe's in the wrong. Elmo deserved that cookie. I don't know how that ended, but I I just hope in my heart of hearts that Elmo got that oatmeal cookie and it wasn't left as some ceremonial cookie for an inanimate object. I am furious at Jim Henson, Brian Henson, Sesame Street, all the puppeteers, the voice actors, Frank Oz, the Muppets Take Manhattan, Kermit, Miss Piggy. I am thinking of filing a civil suit. Just thinking about it. I'll probably forget about it moments from now. But in this moment, I am furious at all of the puppets, the puppeteers, and yeah, everyone involved. Stacy likes Jim Henson. Stacy, who's your favorite Muppet? Favorite Muppet? Hey, Travis, come on in. Rob, if you're listening. Favorite Muppet. Favorite Muppet. Who do we got? Who do we got? And that could include. I had this debate with Lon Harris on my podcast Binge Boys about the difference between Muppet. There's a difference between Muppets and Sesame Street.
Oh yeah.
But it can include anyone, Muppet or Sesame Street character.
As I've gone on in life, at this point, I got to give it to Gonzo. He's just.
I love Gonzo. Stacy's
nuts.
got a great choice. Stacy says Kermit the Frog. Kermit the Frog is probably the GOAT.
The Jason Bateman of the Muppets, holding everything together as well as he can.
There you go. As Jason Bateman often is the glue in many projects. Rob Schaefer goes with Grover. I love Grover. Rob, that's a great damn choice. I was thinking about Gonzo. Gonzo's definitely up there for me. You can't go wrong with Kermit. Stacy had an awesome choice. Grover's adorable and just modest. I really like Grover. I might go Fozzie Bear just because waka waka waka. I like he's a comedian and like that. He appeals to the part of me that is just wants to ham it up for approval. You know what I mean? So I might go Fozzie Bear because he's hamming it up for that sweet, sweet laughter. There you go. Those are our. This has been Hal. Your pal Hal talks about the Muppets. Your pal Hal talks about the Muppets. You know who's underrated? Like low key, just like a low key like Muppet assassin. The Count. The Count. Don't sleep on the Count. Here's Rob's top 3 Muppets. Let's go. Number 1, Grover. Number 2, Fozzie. Yes, the Foz. Number 3, Dr. Teeth. Dr. Teeth and his orchestra. Like, how sick is that? That crew right there. And then you got Animal, and then you got the lady. What's the lady's name?
Oh, it's something really regular. To look up the band real quick.
Gotcha. Very nice.
They're
Frankie
listed as a musical group under Wikipedia.
Frankie joined the stream. Frankie, what is up? Thank you for being here on the Your Pal Hal Show live on Backchannel. Right now, we're talking about favorite Muppets. or puppets or Sesame Street characters, Muppets and Sesame Street, Jim Henson Productions. And if you want to talk with us, again, you can get your smart device's attention, use the magic word say, and put in whatever info after that. Smart device, say, Miss Piggy is my favorite Muppet. Smart device, say, Big Bird is my fave. Or you can chit chat with us on YouTube if you're hanging out with us there. Stacy's got a good fun fact there that Kermit, famous for the Muppets, he's like the host of the Muppet Show, like the also part of Sesame Street. And yeah, a lot of people forget that. I did know that, Stacy, but that's a good reminder because Kermit is there. Like he's like, I am live at the scene. This is Kermit the Frog. Yeah, I like Kermit. Always a joy when he pops up on Sesame Street. Good reminder, Stacy. Rob Schaefer coming in with the info. Janice. It's Janice.
Janice.
Yeah. Did you say that already,
no,
Travis?
No. I had that queued, but it's just funny. Amidst the band members aside to her, it's Dr. Teeth, Animal, Floyd, Zoot, and Janice.
There you go. Floyd is normal.
Well, his full name is Sergeant Floyd Pepper.
Wow. Do the Beatles have anything to say about that?
Probably not by this point.
I mean, you know what? I think the estate should sue Jim Henson Productions.
Also, reading the Wikipedia article, apparently there was a audio animatronic tour proposed with the rock band My Morning Jacket performing the characters, and it was ultimately abandoned. But they did do a 5-song set at the 2016 Outside Lands Music Festival. I do remember that. That was in San Francisco.
Wow. Did you attend that?
No.
Oh.
No, I did not.
Okay.
I say that like I had an aversion to it, but no, I was just not there.
Gotcha. All right. Very nice. Very nice.
Yes, I did, but I wasn't on that day.
What? Okay. Travis. Oh, man. You must have been like, were you like just like off the rails? Were you on something that day?
No. I was just doing too much community theater. It had scrambled my brain.
Very nice, very nice. Travis, producer Travis, a busy young man. All right, let's keep going. I could talk about the Muppets all day. They're delightful. Oh, Stacy says,
I am on it. I'm on it.
for
Stacy,
we take requests here. We take requests.
Of course, we take requests.
Stacy, of course. Kermit coming right up. Stacy, you ask, you shall receive.
I don't think this was the Outside Lands, but it looks like it was. Here we go. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Oh, lovely. There he is, playing his banjo, just like Steve Martin.
Yeah.
Better banjo player, Kermit or Steve Martin?
These days, Steve Martin, but back then, probably Kermit.
Okay, these days, Steve. Back then, Kermit. I'm talking about overall in life.
I got to give it to Steve. At this point, he's pretty much out before, Only Murders in the Building. He was doing bluegrass and writing that musical for like a solid decade.
Yeah, but I can't name one Steve Martin song. I can name Why Are There So Many Songs About Rainbows?
That's true. That's
true.
And
It's Not Easy Being Green.
So Kermit, the better songwriter, for sure. I'd have to give the technical banjo prowess as I look at this felt frog to Steve Martin, in my opinion. If there was a dueling banjo scenario.
Okay. Travis, the music teacher. You know what? This would be a good one to ask Twitter and check in on it later.
I like this. Oh, there you go, Rob. Not really a banjo track, but
yeah. He comes from Babylonia and lived in a condo made of stona. King Tut. Do 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 do.
What an insane thing.
Stacy says thank you for the picture, Travis.
Oh, you got it.
You got it, Stacy. All right, I'm going to put up a poll right now for Twitter. Better banjo player, ? Question mark. And if you want to follow me on Twitter to participate in this poll and make snarky comments at me that we can read on the show, go for it. Feel free. Okay, Kermit. I am at Hal Rudnick. If you want to pop that up on the screen for me, Travis, at Hal Rudnick.
And
Kermit
in
the
case
Frog
anyone
here.
was
Kermit the
interested,
Frog.
the musical that Steve Martin co-wrote and co-composed was Bright Star,
Okay,
Broadway musical.
gotcha. Here's the thing. Steve Martin, one of the greats, actor, comedian, writer. Yeah, he's a playwright. He's Shop Girl, Picasso at the Le Panagile. But I'm not talking about writing a whole musical. I'm talking about Better Banjo. So there it is. Better Banjo Player. It is up. We will check back in on this. Let's see. Oh, it's already got one like, but no votes. Why would you like it but not vote? Maybe it's such a oh for how did that Steve Marty? I have to Travis. I need to delete this and repost it, right?
Oh, I see that. Yeah, Steve Marty. I would say so. He only got 4 votes. Let's just throw it right back up there.
Yep. All
Boy,
right.
it's a tech day. My goodness.
Damn. How did I do? What a goof. What a goof on my part. Better banjo player.
You get the real behind the scenes stuff here, everybody.
Oh
Warts
my.
and all. It's how we do it.
Oh my goodness. Kermit the Frog.
Pretty good.
Steve. Okay, Steve Martin. Like it came up Steve Martin before. I don't know if I accidentally backspaced or something. All right. There it is. Okay. Can you find it, Travis?
On the trail.
Oh, brother. I hope this doesn't go south on me again. Good.
No. I'm sure we're fine.
Good grief. All right. Let's see.
There it is. Bingo.
Yes. Okay.
Bingo.
All right. 6 votes. Rob Schaefer getting in on the action there. Very nice. All right. We asked the tough question. We asked the tough questions. Kermit leaping out to an early lead here. 67% to Steve Martin's 33%. Correct in Ohio. What is up? Stacy says, "Don't feel bad. We all mess up." Stacy, I appreciate you. Stacy, keeping me on point. Thank you for the encouragement, and thanks for everybody hanging out with us here on Your Pal Hal on Backchannel. Let's talk about a couple other trending topics, and we'll come back to our Twitter poll. Who is Steve Marty? Yeah, Steve Marty's this guy I went to high school with back in Jersey, Rob. Listen, he's a good guy. Just wanted to give him a shout out. Also, he could pluck that banjo like nobody's business. All right. Devil went down to Georgia and he was looking. That was a fiddle player, banjo. Yeah. We could do Devil Went Down to Georgia too with banjos. That would be that'd be pretty sick. Okay, up next. Okay, any tennis enthusiasts out there? Travis, how's your backhand? Let's go bring up this Novak Djokovic news. So you hear of all these people asking for exemptions regarding their vax status, but all I hear about is no, you're not allowed. Like we're gonna deny your vax exception status. But one of the great tennis players in the world, Novak Djokovic, might be the number 1 ranked dude at this point in the tennis game. Australian Open. It's one of the majors, one of the Grand Slam events in tennis, and they have they've they've given Novak Djokovic an exemption. So let's just take a quick look at this. I want to hear why he filed the for the exemption. Any explanation as to why he's sidestepping that vaccine? There it is. If you want to make that just a titch bigger for me, Travis, uh, I will read.
It's gonna make me register to the
I will read
website.
that.
It's gonna make me register to
Oh,
the Independent. Hold on, let me.
all right. Let's just scroll through the tweets then. Let's scroll through the tweets.
Yeah,
That's
darn
the way to
you,
go.
journalism.
Yep. Yep.
Let's see here. No, nothing like that. Let me go back and see if I can find another article.
All right. All right.
From May.
Travis, do you have a favorite all-time tennis player?
Probably Serena Williams, just for the sake of. I'm not really a tennis person,
Oh,
but
Serena might be the GOAT. Might be
yeah,
the greatest of all time. That's a pretty dang good answer. Pretty dang good answer.
just the most present. The Michael Jordan of tennis for me in the time that she was coming up.
Oh yeah, I mean, just legend, legend. Very very nice, very nice.
We got
Okay,
NPR coming in the clutch. Let's see.
thank you NPR. Novak Djokovic, the top-ranked men's tennis player who is famously skeptical about coronavirus vaccination, will play the Australian Open later this month after receiving a special exemption from COVID-19 requirements. I'm heading down under. I'm heading down under with an exemption permission. Let's go 2022. Djokovic announced on several social media platforms. So he's like the Aaron Rodgers of tennis. The tournament's defending champion posted a photo of himself smiling next to his luggage, but some of the top responses to his Twitter posts were not happy ones. So let's take a look at that. The news is just broken here in Melbourne, and it's fair to say Novak. Oh, that's a pretty good nickname. Novak Djokovic is going to get a hot reception. One commenter wrote, uh, "We've done it hard here in recent times. Ordinary people think this decision is a joke. He's got no idea what he's in for." Victoria, the state where the tournament is played, currently has 48,297 active COVID-19 cases, according to the latest info from the Victorian Department of Health. The state's vaccination program has been very effective. 94.5% of residents ages 12 and up have gotten at least one vaccine dose, and roughly 93% have gotten two doses. Pretty good Australian accent. Feel free to compliment my Australian accent in the chat. Feel free to tell me how much I sound like Nicole Kidman, or Nicole Kidman and Hugh Jackman had a baby. A dingo ate my baby. Sorry for that. News of the exemption ends weeks of speculation about whether Jokic, 34, the Joker, would be allowed to compete in Melbourne despite the strict rules on COVID-19 and vaccination. In November, the state government of Victoria stated that all players and other participants in the Australian Open must be vaccinated. In response, Djokovic's father said his son would not travel to the tournament under these blackmails and conditions. Djokovic has previously refused to clarify whether he's been vaccinated. Instead, he's just spoken about the importance of free choice, but he aired his skepticism of the COVID-19 vaccine from early on, saying April of 2020, "I wouldn't want to be forced by someone to take a vaccine in order to be able to travel. Public health experts strongly recommend the vaccination to protect you against severe disease from COVID-19." Okay, so there you go. Novak Djokovic, he's got the exemption, and you know, I think at the end of the day, from where I'm sitting, you got a little bit of pull when you're the number one player in the world. If if Novak Djokovic was named, let's just say Steve Marty, if Novak Djokovic was named Steve Marty and he was the 112th ranked tennis player in the world, I'm not so sure that he's going to get that sweet, sweet exemption. You know what I'm saying? So it helps when you're the top guy in the entire sport. Just putting that out there. It is 11:45 here on the West Coast in the home office, Los Angeles, California. It is 2:45 on the East Coast. It is 1:45 in Omaha, Nebraska. My name is Hal Rudnick. I am your pal Hal. We're pals. We're hanging out. We're talking about trending topics. Let's go ahead and check in on our Twitter poll. Whoa, 81 votes in. This, I think this poll is breaking the internet. 81 votes in mere minutes. Anyway, Kermit the Frog trouncing Steve Martin, 71.6 to 28.4. And as we stipulated earlier, producer Travis is going to have to do a live on-air apology to Kermit the Frog if he wins the poll by the end of the show. Right, Travis?
I don't remember that. I don't. I don't remember saying that, but if that's what must be done, I'll do what needs to be done. Let's see. Just get a
Travis, go
visual
ahead
here.
and vote for Steve Martin there.
I did.
There
Very
you go.
hard.
You influenced it. You influenced it ever so gently.
Oh boy.
Ever so gently. Yeah.
People don't know.
Kermit the Frog is taking this in a walkover. He's beating Steve Martin worse than Joe Biden beat Donald Trump.
Okay, now that is a loaded comparison that I. You're just trying to make me upset now. That's what's going on. That's just this is just.
I mean, if you want to call fake news on this and say it's rigged and this opinion poll is being run by Dominion Voting or something, feel free to go all My Pillow guy on this poll.
I'm gonna do an hour-long movie on YouTube.
Oh
about
God.
This.
Oh gosh.
Then they're gonna kick me out of a sports game.
Wait, what happened?
Or something. He got kicked out of something, some like event. I forget.
Good.
Yeah.
Stacy says I can't really vote on Twitter. That's all right, Stacy. If you, but Stacy, since Kermit's your favorite, would I assume you're going with Kermit as the better banjo player over Steve Martin? Feel free to tell us here, and I will mentally incorporate your vote. Let's check out one more trending topic here on Twitter. Oh, it's hard to say goodbye, but it's time to say goodbye to the BlackBerry. I guess so. What is happening here? BlackBerry devices to stop working after January 4th. Wait, that's today. Today's your last day. So even new ones. I'm a little confused. There's Kim K looking fly with her scroll up so we can see her BlackBerry. Oh, it's gone. And there. Oh, your friend is in the chat, Travis. Travis, here's a little fun fact about there's Kim answering texts, probably from Reggie Bush. That's probably
Wow.
Reggie Bush era back then when she was dating former USC star and NFL player Reggie Bush.
UFC star and NFL player. Very accurate.
There you go. And Travis, one thing people need to know about Travis, Travis is very popular in the former Soviet Union. Travis is like, he's big in Russia. Travis is a rootin' tootin' Putin over there. He is just like, Travis goes to Russia and it's like BTS.
Yep.
Travis, like it's just adoring fans. They love that hair. They love Travis's swooping hair
They're
in
convinced I'm the
Russia.
son of the guy who played Drago.
Yes, son of Drago. You're talking about Dolph Lundgren?
That's him, Dolph Lundgren.
Yes. Uh, so apparently, Travis, did you ever have a BlackBerry?
No, I didn't.
I had a BlackBerry for a hot minute. I liked it. It was fun. You got that little keyboard right there. And then
Yeah.
when everyone was going over to iPhone, I was like, I'm good. I got my BlackBerry. I held on to my BlackBerry just a little too long.
Mm,
Like
that's
like I held on to my BlackBerry so much so people would turn to me and be like, "Oh, you still got BlackBerry?"
that's funny. What
And
was
I never
what
got an
iPhone?
iPhone.
Oh, really? You jumped straight
Yeah,
to Android. That's right. You're a green
no,
texter.
Samsung, Android.
What year did
He,
you jump to? What Samsung phone did you jump to, and what year was it? When did you adopt the
Samsung
smartphone?
Galaxy. I've been on the Galaxy for a minute. I've been on
Yeah,
the Galaxy for a good, yeah, like 8 years or 9, 10 years. I don't know.
right on.
Eight. Yeah, probably 8 years. I'm guessing.
That similar. I managed to make it through my entire tenure at the Apple Store without having a smartphone.
Wow. What
Yeah,
years were those?
that was 2012 and a little bit of 2013.
So you still had like a clam phone?
Not even. It was like a fake BlackBerry from like Metro PCS. It was a little brick that had like a small keyboard on it.
Gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Not out of
Yeah,
not for lack of really, there's no statement being made. I just had never bothered to think about getting a new phone, and then was bullied constantly.
gotcha. Yeah, Stacy goes Kermit. Stacy has had Galaxy phones before. Nice. Stacy always having my back. I appreciate you, Stacy. Uh, so let's take a look at this because I want to just can you bring up an article about the BlackBerry situation? Thank you. Your BlackBerry dies today. That's like what a villain would say in a movie. Your BlackBerry dies today, Bond. Your blackberry your blackberry die your your blackberry dies today, John
No,
McClane.
that's that, okay. Now we got Rickman, but I was hearing Christoph Waltz with that first one.
Oh, yeah. Blofeld.
Yeah.
Uh but Blofeld is a tough would probably be a tough name to have on the playground as a kid. You know that? Here we go. January 4th, 2022. Breaking news. BlackBerry devices running the original operating system and services will no longer be supported after January 4th, marking the end of an era for a storied device that catapulted work into the mobile era. Waterloo, Ontario based BlackBerry Limited, the company formerly known as, excuse me, Research in Motion, whose signature handset in the 1990s
Gesundheit.
came to. Thank you, Travis. What a polite young man. In the 1990s, came to embody working on the move. Said handsets running in-house software will no longer be expected to reliably function after Tuesday, according to its end-of-life page. Wow. I don't know if y'all remember, Obama loved his BlackBerry. Like back in '08, when he was '07, when he was running for president, everybody was talking about, Obama loves his BlackBerry. Obama loves his BlackBerry. The move, first announced in 2020, effectively kills off a lineup that remains popular to this day in parts of the world for its reliability and security. BlackBerry devices and their physical keyboards. Yeah, I used to like that. I was like, oh, how am I going to type? How am I going to type on the? Uh, I had I had one of these phones. Oh, yeah. Well, he was stripped of his Heisman. Was it for cheating or was it for taking some payola? I think Rob, it's kind of like the steroid era in baseball. I think so many people were cheating, but it's like the ones that get caught are the ones that are in trouble. Like Reggie Bush, from my understanding, his parents got like a little kickback for him attending USC, but yeah, well, like, did he? I don't think he used like or was caught using steroids. Or are you saying famous cheater for cheating on Kim Kardashian. I don't know what are you asking here, Rob? Yeah. So anyway, L.A. Times wants you to subscribe, Travis. So yeah, there you go. Taking payola is cheating. But here's you know what? We've seen the NCAA change their rules in as much as players can profit off of their jersey sales, their likeness now. So, but Rob Schaefer, that's why you are Rob Schaefer, attorney at law, because you function by the letter of the law. So if you want someone who will not bring his heart into it, and he will bring the legal facts to let you prevail in court, enlist the services of Rob Schaefer, attorney at law. Rob Schaefer, attorney at law. Oh, Travis must be on a bathroom break because
No, I'm here. I was trying to figure out how to get around the Los Angeles Times paywall, and it was distracting me. So I was trying to make some
because
sense
I
of
gave you
this.
a real build up there.
Yeah.
Like I gave you a lot of runway, my friend.
It clicked about halfway through, and I was like, well, my phone's
I
over
gave
there.
you a lot of
Yeah.
runway for takeoff there.
It's not going to hit the same, but
There you go. There you go.
Sorry,
Rob. So there you have it. Throw your BlackBerry in the trash. Thank you very much. And continuing here. Tristan Thompson. We love love. We love love here. Tristan Thompson is trending, and he and Chloe are all out of love. Hey, Travis. Not to get too sensational. We are not the Keeping Up with the Kardashians wrap up show here, but I want to read Tristan Thompson's note. Can you bring that up?
The A-B of that was I doubled over yesterday. It's a serious story, but good Lord, that was funny.
Actually, Travis, would you mind reading Tristan Thompson's note while I step away for a moment?
Sure, no problem.
Oh, appreciate you, Travis. Because Travis, you're a big basketball fan. Let me ask you a quick trivia question. What team is Tristan Thompson on currently?
The Sacramento Kings.
There you go. There you go. Nicely done, Travis.
Also known as a, quote, basketball wasteland. All right, I'll take you off there. So, Tristan Thompson and Khloe Kardashian have been in a relationship for some time. Or I believe they're not anymore. Regardless, excuse me, I was chewing an almond. He had an affair. And there was a child born out of that affair. However, Tristan Thompson was denying his responsibility for the child, denying the paternity as well. And what's important is that he disputed the paternity, but the paternity test came back, and he is the father of the child. And he said, Today, paternity test results reveal that I fathered a child with Marilee Nichols. I take full responsibility for my actions. Now that paternity has been established, I look forward to amicably raising our son. I sincerely apologize to everyone I've hurt or disappointed throughout this ordeal, both publicly and privately, because he was pretty public about how it wasn't his kid, and even if it were, he's about to he said, I'm going to retire after this year, so you're going to have a father who is unemployed. And I'm going to bring Hal back in here for this. Hal, did you happen to see the original Tristan Thompson statement where he was half denying paternity and also what he was talking about what happened?
No, I didn't see the original. I just saw the one that he posted yesterday.
Oh boy. I can't get a read on it, or I can't find it. I had it yesterday when I was talking to my roommate about it, but he was basically saying that, one, the kid wasn't his, but
right,
even if it were, oh boy, I can't find it here. He was going to retire after this year, so he would be paying child support as someone who would be classified as unemployed. So it'd only be like a few $100 a month. So why are you even coming for the money?
Like,
It was
is
not
that how
great.
it works? Is that how? Like, does child support work on your income or your net worth?
Right?
Right?
I have no idea. Maybe if only there was
Because
a legal counsel, but
Tristan Thompson, uh, I think we can safely say, my guy secured the bag. 10+ years in the league.
yeah.
My guy secured the bag.
Yeah. I think he made
So
what? He was I forget what his Celtics contract was, but like he's still, making plus
millions
5
of
million a
dollars a
year.
year.
Yeah. Yeah,
Millions of
he's not
dollars a year. Like
yeah, he's not
he got paid
Yeah.
with the Cavs.
Yeah, absolutely.
And as well he should. He was NBA champion. Like Tristan was a pretty solid player.
Yeah.
Especially on those Cavs championship teams, like the one championship team and teams that went to the finals. Well, they went to the finals a bunch with LeBron, but in that second run when they
Mhm.
were up against Golden State.
Good days.
So there you go. Okay, Rob Schaefer coming in with the facts. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Thank you, Rob. The judge takes both your net worth and salary into consideration for child support in Nebraska. I'm not sure of the California law. Got it. Common sense would dictate that it would take all of the money you have access to, which would include your net worth, into consideration. But the law doesn't always jive with common sense. There you have that. So,
Found it. Found
okay.
it. Sorry.
The statement you were looking for
I
from
found the
Tristan?
duality. I found the duality of man in two statements. Which
Okay.
was Tristan Thompson on Monday posted the results of a paternity test to his Instagram story, which I already read. I fought the child Marley Nichols, full responsibility, look forward to raising the son amicably. What Tristan had said previously in regards to support for his child before the paternity test. By the way, if you think having this baby is going to make you some money, it's completely wrong. Thompson allegedly wrote, "You're aware that I'm retiring after this season, so in terms of support, it will be whatever is required monthly for someone who's unemployed. It's Texas, so it will only be a couple $100. So you're better off taking this $75K I'm offering because you won't get nothing near that with having a kid with a father who's unemployed. All you will have is a baby with a father who has zero involvement with the child and a few $100 of child support a month."
Wow.
Yikes.
Damn.
Yeah.
Harsh.
Yeah.
Harsh.
Yeah. But that was previous to the results coming in and him kind of eating crow on that.
Well, you know what? He was talking a big game there. And the DNA test came back snake eyes.
Yeah.
So there you go. But at least he's owning up to it, and yeah, the duality of man, indeed. Just thoughts and prayers go out to Chloe. Thoughts and prayers go out to Chloe. It is 12:04 here on your Pal Hal show. We are live on Backchannel. And if you would like to participate in the show, go ahead and get your smart device's attention. Use the magic word "say," and you can put it in say anything you want after that. So, smart device, say, "I feel bad for Chloe." Smart device, say, "I knew Tristan was a cheater." Or you can also say things not Kardashian related, please. And please chat with us on YouTube if you're there, and we would love to hear from you. So, Travis, let's jump into our Twitter deep dive here. We're going to take a quick look at the Twitter account of singer, actress, fashion icon, Lady Gaga. Uh, this is very special for all the little monsters out there. This is Lady Gaga's Twitter account. All right, let's see. So, how many followers does she? Yeah, 84 million. That is substantial. House of Gucci, Grammy nominated Love for Sale out now. Tony Gaga, Tony Bennett, Lady Gaga, Dawn of Chromatica out now. I guess that's her solo album. And yeah, 84 million followers. Let's jump in and read a few of Lady Gaga's tweets and see what her Twitter output is like. All right, so this one's an ad for her album Love for Sale. Let's okay, we want actual looking for actual tweets. We'll just scroll through the sales pitches. There we go. Happy New Year, everybody. I know a lot of people feel like this holiday is a time to reset and set goals. What if we also just kept going and brought our history with us? What if we honored that we work hard all the time to be brave and our goal was just to keep that courage? Sure, sure. Like, hey, I didn't get what I wanted this year, but I worked hard, so I'm just going to honor that. Nice. There you go. There you go. Sales pitch, year end House Labs makeup. There you go. Lady Gaga, but House Labs sales pitch, sales pitch. Listen, looking good, fashion forward. We get it. There we okay. My friend Dr. Paul Conti wrote a great book about trauma, and I was proud to write the foreword for him. The foreword for him. The book can be so helpful for anyone going through a hard time, especially now during the holidays. Learn more, order now. There you go. Keeping it going. Nightmare Alley is an amazing film with an amazing cast. Congratulations to uh, Guillermo del Toro. Oh, Travis, we got. Thank you. Bradley is spectacular. Oh, here's. I wonder. Remember that steamy piano duet that she and Bradley Cooper had during the Oscars when Star Is Born was nominated? Bradley, Kate and Rooney, Beyond Powerful. I love it so much. Go see it. I do want to see Nightmare Alley. There's Glam Squad for House of Gucci with stuff there. This makeup brand she's promoting. Listen, everybody wants a piece of Gaga. She's got stuff to shill. There she is in a photo booth. Very nice. Photo booth style photos. MTV, Tony Bennett, MTV Unplugged. Very nice. That looks like her. Is that her, or is that just a random photo? Can't tell. Can't tell.
Random photo.
Random photo. Okay. Yeah. Her winter gear would probably be a little more fashion forward. There you go. Love for Sale, MTV Unplugged. Born This Way Foundation, helping helping disadvantaged kids. Uh, Channel Kindness, House Labs by Lady Gaga, more makeup. All right, so we get the gist. We get the gist. Lady Gaga promoting all the stuff. I guess at a certain point you're just less opinion, more promoting of all the stuff.
Reminds me of Martha Stewart's timeline a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just kind of what she's involved with over and over again, which is
Yeah.
Whatever.
There you go. Looks like the Batman is trending over there. Travis. I think I've had enough Lady Gaga. Although Lady Gaga, I bet she could be a good Batman villain or a good villain in a movie. I think she could own that. But the Batman has been trending. The Batman has been advanced to tomorrow. Wait, what? What is happening? The Batman has been delayed. What are they saying about the Batman? Thinking about the Batman, uh, Travis, what are they trying to tell us about the Batman?
I don't know. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. They're talking about there is speculation that it will be delayed, and then everybody is saying no, 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 no,
Mm,
no, no. Scheduled for
gotcha.
March 4th.
Got it. Got it. Yeah, Batman releasing March 4th. Wow, that's coming up soon.
Yeah,
Two
no
months
kidding.
away. 2 months away.
Yeah.
I am psyched. And then it will be hitting HBO Max 45 days after that.
Mm.
Super cool. All right. Travis, very nice. I'm looking forward to the Batman. Can't wait for that. Let's jump to our next segment on today's show. And this is the News Cruise. We're going to head over to Newser and talk about some dumb, fun, interesting news stories. Newser, newser.com. Feel free to read along with us or not. I'll do the reading for you. This is the News Cruise. All right. So let's head on over to Newser here. I'll bring it up on my computer. And got a couple of stories I found kind of interesting here. Okay, so let's start with this Nirvana baby. So I don't know if you heard about this. Yeah, did you hear about this? Did you hear about this? The Nirvana baby, I guess, sued the estate of the like the band, whoever holds the rights, the surviving members, like the baby on the cover on the album cover of Nevermind filed suit. He wanted to be paid for damages or something, and now we've got some news on this suit. Judge dismisses Spencer Eldon's complaint about Nevermind cover art, but he could still revive it. All right, let's take a look at this article. All right. The back and forth between Spencer Eldon, the guy who was the baby as a baby appeared on the cover art for Nirvana's Nevermind, and the band's estate continues. Eldon, now 30, last August sued, among others, surviving band members Dave Grohl, Chris Novoselic, and the estate of late frontman Kurt Cobain and Kurt Weddle, the family friend who took the photo of a 4-month-old Eldon in 1991. Eldon claims the image amounts to child porn and has caused him extreme and permanent emotional stress. But on Monday, Judge Fernando Olguin of the U.S. District Court in the Central District of California dismissed Eldon's complaint, reports Spin. I would love to get Rob Schaefer's take on this potential lawsuit if he has any opinions. Nirvana's legal team had argued that Eldon's suit was hogwash, as he'd spent 3 decades profiting from his celebrity as the anointed Nirvana baby, including by recreating the famous image and even getting a tattoo of the album's name on his chest, reports The Guardian. Nirvana's attorneys say Eldon also autographed copies of the album cover that went up on eBay and used his fame to try to pick up women for the BBC. Hey, what are you drinking there? Nice. So, are you into grunge? Yeah, you know the band Nirvana? Uh-huh. Their first album, Nevermind? Yeah. That's me on the cover. But let's just say I've grown since then. Wink, wink. Um, that was my interpretation of this guy's pickup lines as using that as the Nirvana baby. Uh, Nirvana's attorneys say Eldon, yeah, he tried to pick up women per the BBC, which has a photo of one of Eldon's photo recreations. Judge Olguin didn't dismiss the complaint on those merits. However, rather, the dismissal came due to a technicality. Eldon's team didn't file an opposition response to the Nirvana estate's request to dismiss the case in time. Oh, asleep at the wheel, brother. Uh, I know Rob Schaefer would not be asleep at the wheel when if he had to file a response. Eldon's lawyers had until Thursday to do so. However, Olguin has given Eldon an opening to file a second complaint by January 13th, which would give Nirvana's estate until January 27th to reply to that complaint. If Eldon's team doesn't refile by January 13th deadline, he's out of luck. There you have it. There you have it. So, to the lawsuit, you might say the the judge chimed in, never mind. There you go. There you go. Here's Rob Schaefer's thoughts. It should have been dismissed with prejudice. It was a nonsense lawsuit 24 years after the fact. Plus, what are the damages? He became famous because of the picture. There you go. There you go. So he's just trying, it just seemed like a money grab. A money grab, trying to profiteer, trying to change his tune. Yeah, there you have it. Let's check out another story here on Newser. Ah, so you've heard of Pizzagate. Well, here's a pizza-related issue, a little more lighthearted, but still there's some seriousness to it. But let's see what we feel about this our pizza-related story here. The, oh, okay. Teen sues school district for $13.5 million over pizza incident. Wow, that's a spicy meatball. Okay, so teen alleges his football coaches forced him to eat a pepperoni pizza in violation of his religion. All right, let's make this a little bigger. Let's that wow. Uh, he's asking for a big piece of the pie in response to this lawsuit. An Ohio teen who was forced to eat an entire pizza containing pepperoni remnants in violation of his beliefs as a Hebrew Israelite, which prohibits the consumption of pork, has sued as promised. In a suit filed Wednesday in the U.S. District Court for Northern District of Ohio, the now 18-year-old, identified only as KW, and his parents are seeking $13.5 million in compensatory and punitive damages in a jury trial. Fox 8 reports they're suing the Canton City School District, Superintendent Jeff Talbert, former head coach Marcus Watley, and other assistant coaches. Yeah, like that's crazy. What did he go to practice and they're like, all right, today at practice, we are going to house some pizzas. And he's like, yeah, my religion doesn't allow me. And they're like, if you want to be on this team, you got to eat that pizza. Like, yeah, those coaches suck. So they say as punishment. Oh, all right. Here's where it gets more interesting, some nitty gritty, some details. They say as punishment for missing a weight session over a shoulder injury, the then 17-year-old's football coaches forced him to eat the pepperoni pizza as his teammates ran drills. He was ultimately allowed to remove the pepperoni, but residue remained. They alleged the coach's anti-Semitic and shameful behavior caused the teen substantial permanent injury. KW's lawyer tells the Cleveland Jewish News the teen will need counseling for the rest of his life due to the experience. Wow. That's, here's the thing. I'm a Jewish gentleman, and that seems a little like it seems like a violation, but counseling for the rest of your life? I don't know. That seems like a drummed up exaggeration for that you only use when $13.5 million are on the line. KW's lawyer tells court, yeah, the teen will need counseling the rest of his life due to the experience. The Washington Post reports the teen ended up switching to a school more than 100 miles out of Canton. Canton, by the way, the home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, uh, for his well being. Six of the former coaches have also been sued for defamation, and they say the story isn't what it seems. Rob Schaefer says this lawsuit seems to have merit to it. You can't have the state force you to violate your religion. That is despicable behavior. Yep, yep. They allege the teen had been displaying a poor attitude and reduced effort and communicated to them that he didn't like attending the weights workout. They say they wanted to demonstrate to him that it's easy to be selfish behind people's backs, but not so easy when others are watching. Hence, they instructed him to eat the pizza in front of the team. WKYC reports other players had to run laps for 20 minutes while holding 45-pound weights. Wow. That sounds like a pretty good CrossFit workout. Uh, while the teens sat in the center of the gym and consumed the pizza. That's just like an awful shaming experience. Maybe, you know what? That does sound like that experience would haunt you for a little while, especially when you're a young person and you're just trying to like make your you know, figure out life and how to be a person and you're already feeling awkward already, and then the coach puts you in the center of the gym with a whole pizza and is not just shaming you in front of everyone but also violating your religion. Yeah, that sounds no bueno. That sounds pretty no bueno. Per the suit, they say that they were, hey, but listen, I'd like to be on a team and be forced to eat pizza. Where do I sign up for that team? Am I right? That's just me, and I do not keep kosher, for the record. Respect if you do. Respect if you do. But me, uh, yeah, too tasty. Too tasty. So yeah, there's that suit. Here, let me finish the. I'll finish the end of that article, Travis. They uh, uh, yeah, while they ran around 45-pound weights, while the teens sat in the center of the gym and consumed the pizza. Per the suit, they say that they were unaware of his beliefs at the time and that he thanked them for the lesson after consuming the pizza. They also say he didn't actually consume pork residue, uh, as he removed both the pepperoni and the cheese. Oh, so he was just eating like the bread with sauce on it? This story gets worse and worse, worse and worse. Sorry to hear about that. Uh, Interesting, but we got the legal perspective there from Rob and Rob Schaefer, attorney at law. The yes, the great pizza case. That's yeah, lifelong counseling. I don't know about that, but yeah, that would stick with me as a kid. Listen, I was embarrassed in high school several times, and it haunts me to this day. I take back everything I said. There's one more story. Pabst Blue Ribbon. Pabst Blue Ribbon. The first brand apology of 2022. The first brand apology of 2022 did not take long. All right, let's see what Pabst Blue Ribbon had to apologize for. Oh, geez, Pabst, what'd you do now? Pabst Crusade. Uh, at the top here. Okay. Uh, Pap's Pap's crude post made fun of dry January, an alcohol-free movement to kick off the new year. So yeah, some folks might do a dry January. That is essentially you are going to, yeah, not drink for the month of January after maybe going a little hard in December, a lot of holiday parties, run up to the holidays, then you got New Year's, and also Just the holidays can be depressing, so people will throw back a few more drinks than normal. So let's see what kind of trouble Pabst got into here. A brand is usually going to do whatever it can to sell itself, which is why one of Pabst Blue Ribbon's latest tweets simply reads beer. But other recent tweets in the new year from PBR have generated backlash and now an apology. The Daily Beast reports that the hubbub began Monday. Oh, thank you, Travis. When Pabst referenced Dry January, a health initiative in the first month of the year when people abstain from quaffing alcohol. Okay. Not drinking this January. Try eating. Ah, let's just say uh, try eating butt. The brand wrote in a since deleted tweet. Wow. Shots fired. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I think the social media director is going to get called into Mr. Pabst's office for that one. As the post went viral, Pabst then went on to deliver crude replies, also since deleted. Damn, so they were at first doubling down on this crude tweet and the with crude replies. Uh, also deleted. Damn, like I kind of like that though. I, I, oh, and we found them. Uh, yep, yep, yeah, just Pabst out here, um, talking about ass, talking about butt, and telling people what they can do. Thank you for that, Travis. I'll finish reading this. So, as so the since deleted, uh, Forbes notes that Pabst also put up multiple tweets earlier in the month regarding wet January, including a post that read, "What if January wasn't dry?" alongside a photo of people in raincoats carrying beer. Legal must have Legal must have off until the 4th, snarked the Slim Jim snack brand in response to Pabst's bizarre, Slim Jim and a Pabst? That's a snack. That's a for sure. I would crush a Slim Jim and a Pabst. Um, in response to Pabst's bizarre derriere centered post, others were more irritated than amused. Grade school sexual innuendo combined with making light of people trying to push back against alcoholism, one commenter noted. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you do you at the end of the day, whether it's dry January or um, growing a mustache in November, Movember, or which I never understood because shouldn't it be Movember, mustache? Like, yeah. Anyway, or the No Nut November. Yeah. So whatever it is, you like have fun, but it is yeah, respecting people's choices. Pabst went a little cuckoo here. Uh, what emerged afterward is what Adweek is calling our first brand mea culpa of the new year. We apologize about the language and content of our recent tweets. Nick Reilly, VP of Nick, are you really the VP of marketing for Pabst? Really? His name's Nick Reilly. Nick Reilly, VP of Marketing for Pabst Brewing Company, said in a statement, "The tweets in question were written in poor judgment by one of our associates." Really added, and really added that the matter is being handled internally. Meanwhile, Pabst has gone back to basics online. Its most recent share is a retweet of its beer post. There you go. There you go. Listen, we all take swings sometimes in the social media game because we want to go viral. We want that engagement. We want likes, clicks, retweets, and responses. And yeah, sometimes it can work out. Sometimes it works out for the better, and sometimes it's regrettable. I've been on both sides. And sometimes I'm just like I'll tweet something and then I'll notice in like the first like 2 minutes it's like it's not getting any traction and I'm already just rethinking it. Delete. Definitely. I will definitely, when in doubt, leave it out. Uh but when in doubt and you've already after you've already done it, you can always delete. You can always delete. So yeah, perhaps But one other thing though, I like the freedom of snarky Pabst. I I this is like when we do our brand deep dive or our Twitter account deep dive. This is the kind of stuff that we're looking for. Travis,
Yes.
wouldn't you agree? When we do that Twitter when we do our Twitter deep dives, that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, it's weird to say, but ever since Wendy's came out the gate throwing fastballs on Twitter, brands have the most interesting timelines in terms of content, snarky content, stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just more interesting than Martha Stewart and Lady Gaga.
yeah.
Yep.
And but who was Pat Sajak was a winner. That was a good
Oh
time.
yeah, Pat Sajak really tweeting the right way.
Right.
All right, so that is your first mea culpa of 2022. Uh, Great. Just seeing what else is here on the on our news cruise segment here on News Cruise on Newser. Looking for. All right. Uh, yeah, I mean, you got some interesting stories here. You got the Elizabeth Holmes conviction. Oh, you know what, Travis? Let's go to this. If you see this story, used car prices keep getting more shocking. Used car prices. So, yeah, among the supply chain issues this year, there have been new cars have been harder to come by. The technology, the chips involved, uh, they've been fewer and further between, and now it's affecting resale prices for used car. What used to be a $5,000 car is now 8,000. What used to be an $8,000 car is now 11 or 12,000. Wow. So I guess it's a combination of the supply chain and the inflation, and there you go. It's going to hit you in the pocketbook. So a couple of months ago, a woman paid a visit to Jeff Shire's used car lot in Omaha, Nebraska. Rob, do you know Jeff Shire's used cars? Uh, she was on a tight budget. She said, and was desperate for a vehicle to commute to work. She was shown three cars priced at her limit, roughly 7,500. Shire said the woman was stunned. That's what I get for 7,500, he recalled her saying. The vehicles had far more age or mileage on them, and she had expected something to replace a car that had been totaled in a crash. The woman eventually settled on a 2013 Toyota Scion with a whopping 160,000 miles on it. Yikes! So a Scion is kind of a lower in stature brand of Toyota, and with a whopping 160,000 miles. Uh, oh yeah, this is a home game for Rob Schaefer right here. Very nice. 160,000 miles on it. Schreier Oh, there we go. Schreier isn't sure he made any profit on the deal. We just helped her out, he said, as prices for used vehicles blow past any seemingly rational level. It's the kind of scenario playing out in many auto dealerships across the country, AP reports. Prices have soared so high, so fast, that buyers are being increasingly priced out of the market. Consider that the average price of a used vehicle in the United States in November, according to Edmunds, was 29,000, a dizzying 39% more than just 12 months earlier. Jeepers creepers. And for the first time that anyone can recall, more than half of America's households have less income than is considered necessary to buy the average price used vehicle. The days when just about anyone with a steady income could wander onto an auto lot and snag a reliable late model car or buy their kid's first vehicle for a few $1,000s have essentially vanished. I've never seen anything remotely close to this. It's craziness, said Schreier, who's been selling autos for 35 years. It's quite frustrating for so many people right now. Show me the Carfax. When the government reported, I just added that. When the government reported that consumer inflation from 6.8%, rocketed 6.8% in the 12 months that ended in November, the sharpest jump in nearly 40 years. The biggest factor, apart from the energy, was used vehicles. And while the rate of increase is slowing, most experts say the inflated vehicle prices aren't likely to ease for the foreseeable future. The blame can be traced directly to the pandemic's eruption in March of last year. Auto plants suspended production to try to slow the virus spread. As sales of new vehicles sank, fewer people traded in used cars and trucks. At the same time, demand for laptops and monitors from people stuck at home led semiconductor makers to shift production from autos, which depended on such chips, to consumer electronics. And from there, the dominoes continued to fall. So much more in the full article. Okay, I think we got enough there. But that's really fascinating because I've been like, obviously, I've heard about this, how they don't have those chips, those memory chips and the computer chips necessary to go in cars. And it's because we need them at home because we're working from home and we need those new devices because the home is the new office when you can't go into the office because the office is closed for COVID. There you go. And then, yeah, people trading in their not trading in their old cars as much because and the auto factories slowing down because of COVID. That just a like it's just a perfect storm. Wow, 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 man. And again, just we're feeling just more reverberations of this pandemic. More reverberations of the pandemic. So that's some fascinating stuff. That was your news cruise brought to you by Newser. Newser, good site to check out what's popping in the news. Speaking of what's popping in the news, let's check out the news of our Twitter poll. Let's go back to Twitter and see where this poll is at. So we asked the Twitterverse, what who is the better banjo player, Kermit the Frog or Steve Martin? And bam, Kermit the Frog still well ahead. Steve Martin has made incremental progress here, but Kermit the Frog 69.8%, Steve Martin 30.2. Okay, here are some comments. I can't believe this is what triggers me, LOL. Steve Martin shreds the goddamn banjo, says Old Man River. Paul Varga says, I knew it wasn't Steve Marty because Steve Marty speaks with his hands too much. There you go. Hey, I'm Steve Marty. Uh, so there you have it. And a robust 189 votes. 189 votes. It is 12:40, going up till 1 o'clock right here on the West Coast. 3:40, going up till 4 o'clock on the East Coast. 2:40, going up till 3 o'clock in Omaha, Nebraska, home of Rob Schaefer, attorney at law, and Schreier's used cars. Uh, Yesterday, we started talking about what to watch in 2022. Let's go back to Variety's top 40 shows. Top 40 shows, most anticipated new shows of 2022. And let's take a look at what we got. So we had I think we left off, we were talking about Lord of the Rings. The Lord of the Rings show is coming to Amazon. That's very exciting. Big new show coming to Amazon and inspired by the books. This is going to be a prequel to the original Lord of the Rings books and the movies, the popular movie series. Okay, Monarch. It's going to be on Fox. Let's read the synopsis here. Television fans missing Nashville, which explored the country music scene, are hoping to get their country music family drama fix with Monarch, an upcoming hour-long centering on the Romans, who are a fictional first family of country music. While they are talented, the foundation of their success is a lie, which, if anyone found out, could ruin them, since their image is based on honesty. Of course, they will be challenged with rivalries, interfamily fighting, and other relationship issues, but along the way, they will continue to make original music, which the show will likely release as singles. Oh, wow. So there you go. So Monarch coming to Fox. And it seems it strikes me as a little bit as Empire. Empire takes place in the R&B music world. This is sort of like the country music Empire, and the titles are very similar when you look at it. Monarch, Empire. Yeah, there you go. I summed it up. What if we like that? That was probably the pitch meeting, guys. Picture this: Empire, but for country music. Sold it in the room. They sold that one, boom, right out of the gate. All right, Monarch is coming to Fox. Monster, Netflix. Okay, let's see what this one's all about. Emmy winner Evan Peters steps in. Oh, love Evan Peters. Evan Peters, great as Quicksilver and so good in Mayor of Easttown. Emmy winner Evan Peters steps into yet another psychologically complex role as serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer in Ryan Murphy and Ian Brennan's limited series. There we go. Ryan Murphy, who has fictionalized or dramatized versions of so many of high profile cases in uh, in American pop culture. So the assassination of Gianni Versace, the OJ trial, OJ Simpson story. Yeah. So now he's taking on Jeffrey Dahmer. Impeachment story about Bill Clinton. In this story, Dahmer's story is told through the eyes of his victims and supposedly won't shy away from looking at the white privilege that allowed him to escalate criminally. Dahmer was apprehended by the police multiple times and even charged with such crimes as lewd and lascivious behavior, but let go with fines or probation. He went on to murder 17 individuals. Damn, I didn't realize that his body count was that high. Yeah, so this looks like some fascinating stuff from Ryan Murphy, Monster on Netflix. Okay, up next. Oh, next up in the TV MCU, Marvel on TV, Disney Plus, Oscar Isaac, Moon Knight. Moon Knight. Let's read the synopsis here. Oscar Isaac stars as an elite soldier and mercenary named Mark Spector. That's a cool name, Mark Spector, who lives with dissociative identity disorder, bringing mental health awareness smack in the center of the story. Interesting. That's going to be fascinating to see how they handle that. These identities inside Mark are thrust into a war of the gods as he becomes the embodiment of Khonshu, the Egyptian god of the moon. The series is said to be a globe-trotting action adventure, one told in multiple timelines, both modern and ancient Egypt. Damn. Uh, Sounds very interesting. Oscar Isaac as Moon Knight. Even more MCU. So, like, here's the thing about Disney Plus and the MCU. They keep cranking out the hits. They keep cranking out the new stuff. We talked about Book of Boba Fett uh, last week, which is obviously not MCU. It's Star Wars universe, but the Disney Plus keeps cranking out these highly anticipated shows. Uh, Ms. Marvel. Ms. Marvel, also due to drop this year. Oh, Travis, some more chat from one of your friends in Russia. Thank you, Travis. uh, Iman Vellani stars as Marvel's first Muslim lead character in the role of Kamala Khan in Ms. Marvel. Kamala is a 16 or as our vice president pronounces it, Kamala, uh, is a 16-year-old Pakistani American teenager who loves superheroes and writing fan fiction about them, and ends up becoming one herself. Kamala's powers include having the ability to change both her shape and size, which comes with added strength as she grows. The six episode series centers on Kamala understanding who she is and trying to make the world a better place. Cool. That kind of reminds me of Shazam a little bit because Shazam was a comic fan and became this hero. So uh, that's nice, and it's nice to see that representation happening in the Marvel universe that much more. Because obviously, when you're a kid, you want to be able to picture yourself up there. So this sounds pretty awesome in that respect, and yeah, another MCU joint to look forward to on Disney Plus. Very good. Uh, CW joining the fray here, one of the top 40 most anticipated shows, according to industry magazine Variety. The CW's latest superhero, Naomi. The CW's latest DC Comics superhero drama is set to launch January 11th with newcomer Casey Wallfall in the titular role and powerhouse Ava DuVernay executive producing. So you got some nice oomph behind that with Ava DuVernay. The superhero origin story has a meta nature as Naomi is a teenager whose love of comic books. Okay, here's the thing: why can't DC and Marvel like be like, oh yeah, I've never read a comic and I'm becoming a superhero. Why you got to toot your own horn? Okay. Uh, yeah, why you got to kiss your own butt? Pat yourself on the back while you're telling the story. I guess it's good for business. Superhero origin story has a meta nature as Naomi is a teenager who loves comic books and a very specific DC hero who happens to have his own show on the network too. Is it The Flash? Is it Green Arrow? I don't know. She, of course, has a mysterious past and dormant abilities, both of which begin to come to light in the premiere episode. All right, so this is Naomi coming to the CW. Oh man, so many comic and sci-fi bangers coming out this year. This is a big one. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan. So this is like a good. It's kind of crazy that Ewan McGregor played Obi-Wan Kenobi almost 20 years ago at this point. That's wild that it was that long ago. So Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan Kenobi on Disney Plus, and he still strikes me as a relatively young man. Uh, so that's crazy. Uh, almost 20 years ago when he was taking the high ground versus Darth Vader. Not a lot is known about this new Star Wars universe set series other than the fact that it takes place a decade after the events of Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. Okay, so it takes place a decade after, but in reality, it's almost 20 years. Well, 15 or so years after. And features the returns of Ewan McGregor as the titular Kenobi and Hayden Christensen as Darth Vader. Cool, interesting that they're so like it's not even a thought to recast Darth Vader. Like we still go with Hayden Christensen. That was more than enough to get the internet abuzz. And the expansion of the cast, although many of their roles are still under wraps, has only caused the excitement to grow. Joel Edgerton, love Joel Edgerton. He's one of these guys that's like consistently good. Like whenever Joel Edgerton pops up, I enjoy it. And Bonnie Piesse, who I don't know, for example, are likely reprising their respective roles as Luke Skywalker's uncle and aunt. Okay, there you go. Oh yeah, duh. Joel Edgerton, uh, Anakin or Luke Skywalker's uncle and aunt uh, from the prequel movies, uh, which has led to speculation that Luke himself will appear in the show too. That would be wild. That would be wild. So yeah, we're getting a little bit more Skywalker lore, Star Wars lore, and yeah, some interesting stuff there. Academy Award winner Jeff Bridges has a show coming to FX. Jeff Bridges, who won an Oscar for Crazy Heart, The Old Man. I would think Jeff Bridges would be playing the titular old man. The drama based on the novel of the same name by Thomas Perry marks Jeff Bridges' return to television after 5 decades. Wow. As well as his return to acting after being diagnosed with lymphoma. The latter is why the show, originally thought to premiere in 2021, is coming in 2022. It centers on a former CIA agent, Bridges, who now lives off the grid and is threatened by an assassin, Gabanga Akanabe. Apologies if I mispronounced. This threat forces him to reconcile with his past. It also stars John Lithgow, Amy Brenneman, Aaliyah Shawkat, among others. There you go. So, the old man coming to FX. We will continue with this list of shows to look out for in the coming year. And folks, we're just about out of time here. We have one more segment of our show. This segment is called Rejected Segments. These are bad, officially. And this segment is that Travis and I batted this segment around, and then we're like, you know what? It might be unpredictable. It might be messy. And this segment is Hal draws a mustache on his face with a dry erase marker. And like it would have involved me taking this marker and drawing on my face. Like I don't even know if this dryer, like how long it would take to come off. Am I going to spend the whole day? So like if I drew a mustache on my face with a dryer, like that would be like the segment.
Don't. I mean,
What?
Well, two things. One,
Yeah.
we're doing the segment, and two, dry erase comes off, but it takes a minute. You're gonna be rocking that for a little while. This is why I didn't want to have to.
Oh
Didn't want you to have to go through life like this.
I've done it again, didn't I?
We've done it again. This is I'm complicit.
Every once in a while, I feel like I'm talking about a rejected segment, and I end up doing. All right, I'm gonna go wash this. Let me see. There's a dry erase eraser.
You know what I found out?
Yes.
Helpful
What?
tip: if you ever draw on a board with Sharpie, if you draw with dry erase marker over it, you can then erase the Sharpie with the dry erase.
That's a good fun fact to end on. Thank you, producer Travis, and thank you for holding it down for the last 2 hours. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with your pal Hal here on Backchannel and watching, participating, and joining the fun. And I want to thank the folks at Backchannel. Producer Travis will be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. on the West Coast, 2 p.m. on the East Coast. Until then, be safe out there and enjoy.